很好，谢谢。你呢？
我好的，我的国语不好的。
I can say because I've been Skyping my friend very well. 真的吗？为什么？Oh? Or like, check. I can spell it, but like, yeah. Check. He says that a lot. And so I used to say like, 真的吗？为什么？什么？Huh? Like, very well.
That's more than my daughter. She's 100% Chinese.
So, yeah. Any other questions?
What did you gain?
What did I gain from 2 weeks experience? I had gained very good friends in China. I had gained a very good traveling experience because I had gone by myself. I had going there. The plane was late leaving Toronto. So when I got to China, they closed the Canadian office 20 minutes early, so I actually missed my overflight. So I was there for 2 hours crying because the public phones in China, I didn't know how to work them, first of all. There was like, I didn't have a cell phone that could work because I was supposed to get my cell phone card in China. And then, so I was like crying by myself. The people who spoke English just thought I was crazy because I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And then the next flight was in 24 hours, and I was like, there's no way I'm staying 24 hours by myself in Shanghai in the airport. And then on the way back, there was a 6-hour delay flight from Beijing back into Canada, and then they decided to randomly stop over in Vancouver. So I had a very good travel experience. If you told me ahead of time I had to go through all of that, I'd be like, are you kidding me? No, I'm not going to do that. But yes. I had also gained a very good, because my experience as a Black Chinese Canadian could be quite different from someone else who was, say, fully visually Asian, or someone else, or someone who is white who's going there, because I found that my racial experience when I was there was quite different from like the white Canadian teachers, and so it was very interesting, and it was very interesting telling people my experience when I came back, and the kind of responses that I got from that too. So it helped me get a lot of perspective on, I guess, my heritage, and then how people view other heritages and cultures, and not the answer.
You said that you kept saying that your racial experience is very different, but when you say different, do you mean in a positive sense or in a negative sense?
So the question was that I was talking about my racial experience as a Black Chinese Canadian, and then she asked if it was positive or negative.
Yes.
Yeah? Yeah? Okay. It was. Do you want a short answer or do you want a long answer?
In the middle of the road.
The middle? Okay. I find it quite interesting because, like the white teachers there, I got stared at a lot, except I was not expected to be Chinese or Chinese acting at all. When I actually found that the Canadian teachers were actually worse in terms of subtle racial stuff, because I'd be eating and then I would, like, for example, I'd have someone say like, oh, like, you know how to use chopsticks? And then my default answer is just like, oh, well, I'm part Chinese, and there's no questions after that. Because everyone who's Chinese knows how to use chopsticks. And then I would have things like, and then when they find out I'm part Chinese, then like, I found that when I was there, people who were born in Chinese didn't pursue it, and they didn't question anything, but then I had the Canadian teachers who were just like, oh, well, like, can your mom speak Chinese? Like, what part of China is she from? And I just got like very intrusive questions to them. It's like, I met you 2 days ago, and why am I telling you my life story? So it was, yeah. But I got stared at a lot. I got people people asked me to hold their babies so that I could get a picture with their babies. I had a lot of people hit on me, which was very awkward. And others, I had someone chase me down with a camera. But like a lot of boys don't get their pictures taken. So and then it's just, I don't think it can be too overly sensitive about visual things, because most of the time it's very unintentional, and it is because, like, if you think about it, if an alien from outer space suddenly came down, they're obviously happy. Anyways, I am just happy. Any other questions?
Would you recommend this to another person?
I would certainly recommend it. It was a very irreplaceable experience. I would definitely do it again. So I highly recommend doing it. If you go and you try to find it, you make really good friends. While you're there, you meet really great people, and it's just an irreplaceable experience.
That's good.
And I think people stare at you because you're exotically beautiful. So let's expose and Beyonce's thing together, okay?
That comment coming from the president.
Anything coming out of my nose, this is crap. Anyway, I think we should start going with our annual general meeting. I need the treasurer, the